at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
no doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
On play action, Locke sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Locke going to throw. Rolling to his right. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Locke's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And an incomplete pass.
For KJ.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, they'll throw with Locke, eluding the pressure right. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Airing one out for Crowder. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Philip Lindsay. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage. Might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Broncos 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st and 10, Darnold forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Silver. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. No.
Darnold, a quick throw out to Mims on the perimeter. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He'll air this one out for Mims. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trace McSorley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Take off your helmet
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
On the option, here's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
The tackle by Troy Polamalu. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete.